The Jubilee Line completely failed in its original purpose. It's London's newest tube line. It was designed to connect the northwest of London to the southeast, so why doesn't it? If you look at this map, this is southeast London. The idea that this, a line meandering along the south bank and a token stop in Greenwich, counts as connecting into southeast London is mad. And while I'm complaining, what has this all got to do with the weird noise the Jubilee Line's trains make? The answer, of course, is history, capitalism, and Margaret Thatcher. Let me explain. The first mention of the Jubilee Line is in 1943 in the London County Plan. It had 4 planned phases: Stanmore to Charing Cross, then onto Fenchurch Street, then down to Lewisham, then on to Croydon and Bromley. Phases 2 and 3 had parliamentary approval, so why don't we have them? Why did the line swerve away from the southeast and up to Stratford, which is very much not in the south? A quick note for Northerners, I realise it's in the south. It's in the north of London though. The river is where we define our geographic boundary. The first phase opened in 1979, connecting Stanmore to Charing Cross. A quick bit of context: in the 70s, London is in decline. Its population is falling and the capital's role is no longer the centre of the empire, but the middle of a broke former colonial power. This was especially true of East London. In 1982, Thatcher puts a lot of tax breaks in to turn the Docklands into Canary Wharf, which now has all the tax breaks and financial deregulation it needs, but how would you get to your shiny new skyscrapers? Good transport systems were seen as key, and the first of these was the Docklands Light Railway, which opened in 1987, and the DLR is great, but it's not a tube line. The owners of Canary Wharf, Olympia and York, wanted the London Underground, specifically between Canary Wharf and Waterloo. Seeing this, Transport for London realised they could get some of that money and stop being embarrassed by the unfinished Jubilee Line. So they convinced Olympia and York to instead invest in the Jubilee Line extension, and the new route has changed from Lewisham to Stratford. Why? Essentially, it was deemed the areas north of the river more important to connect to the London Underground. I guess they just forgot the Central Line existed, and to be fair, I like to forget the Central Line exists as well. So phases 2 to 4 are binned for this new plan, the Jubilee Line to Stratford, which opens in 1999. But how does that relate to the noise the train makes? Olympia and York had major financial issues in the 90s, and the extension was rushed to get it open as quick as possible. They wanted more people renting their Canary Wharf offices, which is easier if there's a train station nearby, and the government wanted to promote the Millennium Dome. That's what the O2 used to be. It had a human body you could go inside and a tunnel of money. It was amazing. Anyway, so this means the trains are also designed very quickly, and they're using a new technology. That noise comes from the London Underground's electricity supply, which is direct current, DC, being converted into AC, alternating current. Remember, the Underground's electricity supply dates back to the 1890s, but the tech is both rushed and has degraded over time, so that noise has been getting louder. So thank God the southeast of London didn't get the Jubilee Line extension, because think of how noisy it would be with all those trains. So let me know in the comments if you think we need a tube in the southeast.